How you guys doing? It's the Energy Coach here today with a mental energy report, and I just want to dive into. Let's get right into it because I think this is pretty interesting. There's a lot of stress and pressure in the air. So let's start off with this one. California doctor drove his Tesla with his family inside off a 250-foot cliff because he thought his kids would be sex trafficked. Um, I'm not going to get into the name, but let's just say DP was involved in a car accident where his vehicle went off a cliff. As stated by recent expert witnesses, it was believed that this incident occurred during a psychotic episode. P was driving on the Pacific Coast Highway when he abruptly veered the car off the road. Amazingly, he, his wife, and their two children, ages 4 and 7, managed to survive. He's a psychologist, and yeah, apparently his friend noticed that Mr. P experienced a peak psychosis prior to the incident. According to him, Mr. P noticed the sound of footsteps trailing behind him. According to P's wife, he expressed feelings of depression and a desire to drive off the cliff. Mr. P is requesting a mental health diversion, which would allow him to be released from jail and enter a treatment plan for a period of 2 years. Mental health is a serious thing right now, and it's increasing. I played the video the other day showing what's happening with the increase of the sun and how it's affecting people's brain waves and their thought patterns, as well as the experiment with the rat because of the diet and how it plays a part. Okay, so I'm gonna play another video to piggyback off of this. This is in Oakland.
I don't even want to see that shit.
So apparently she was just having a breakdown. Now, she did not jump. She did survive.
Go back up.
But this is becoming a pretty common thing. It's becoming a common thing. So it's something that, we really have to spend more time in checking people out, like really do those deep talks with people. You gotta do those talks and make sure people are okay, because a lot of people are going through it. They end up getting the girl down. But yeah, a lot of people are going through it right now. Mentally, it's a lot of instability, and people they can't really deal with the pressure right now that's happening with society. Now, I'm playing something else that does go with this again. Well, semi goes with it, but it was something that caught my attention, and I feel like it can be used with this.
Different and eerie about this election cycle. Have you noticed what it is? I've been following elections since a very young age, about the age of 12, which I know is quite strange. But around that age, I started to get very interested in politics and follow every presidential cycle very
Let's
closely.
start this over, because I don't think it played from the beginning. Hang on.
So this is different
I
and
guess it did.
eerie about this election cycle. Have you noticed what
It was
is?
something I thought interesting.
I've been following elections since a very young age, about the age of 12, which I know is quite strange. But around that age, I started to get very interested in politics and follow every presidential cycle very closely. So this is now the 5th one I've been through, paying close attention. But I've noticed something extremely odd. The first thing I've noticed is we are well into the season. We are very close. And there is no campaigning going on.
No campaign.
None
Yeah.
whatsoever. I've also noticed that the news cycle is not dominated by the story of this election. Which begs the question, do they anticipate that they need to campaign for it? It almost seems as if they already know the end before the beginning. It's almost as if they're not even concerned at all about the outcome because they already know what the outcome is going to be. There's something going on here. And to me, it's quite obvious. There's something.
I thought that was very interesting because, yeah, it's not a lot of stuff or a lot of news around the election, and I just thought that was very interesting. You know, so especially with all these other things going on, so just to pay attention to it. But I like to leave you guys on a positive note, so let's go ahead and play this video. I think this is something that you know, a very positive thing.
Humanity is winning. Now, it might not look like it. You look around, you see all this war, corruption, destruction, suffering, child trafficking, foreshadowing of a new cyber attack. But this is actually a reflection of something good. The reason this is happening is because the elite, they're playing all their cards, all in one go. Now, why are they doing this? Well, the reason is because they never expected the people to wake up like we've been waking up since 2020. People are seeing the truth in the music industry, in Hollywood, in media, in the government, the president. Now here's some other good news. If you look at the mainstream media, their ratings and viewership is absolutely plummeted. Their numbers are so low, people don't watch it anymore because we don't trust it. And then you got independent reporters like Tucker Carlson or Richard Brand that the media hate with insane numbers. And then you got movies like The Sound of Freedom that got absolutely bashed and hated and stepped on by the mainstream media. They tried to suppress it because it's exposing truth about child trafficking and all of that. It had a $14 million budget. It did $250 million. That's unheard of. That goes to show that people are fed up with bullshit. We want the truth. We want to give our attention to the truth. People are awake, so that's what a natural awakened society will want. So with all that, I'm sharing this because I want you to have more context to what's happening and why it's happening. There's so much f***ed up shit that's happening. All of that has to come to the surface for humanity to move past it. So don't see all this f***ed up shit that's happening as a negative thing, because it's actually what needs to happen for things to get good.
Okay, that was a video by Life by Thor, and I seen it on Wanda-BC page on Instagram, and you guys go check that out. Some very good information, and the reason why I liked it is because, like, I played those other two videos and showing you that, you know, a lot of people are having these mental breakdowns because there's so much information and so much truth that's coming out, you know, so much pressure on society. Plus the elites are playing these cards, you know, making things more difficult for the masses. But people are fiending for truth. They want the truth. And, you know, it's like the time is coming to where people are seeing behind the illusions. They're seeing beyond the bullshit of the game, you know. So, yes, it's going to be some negatives, and a lot of people aren't, you know, able to deal with the reality of a lot of things, but it's a lot more people who are seeking the truth that are not. So, yep, I just wanted to share these things with you, man. Each one reach one, try to teach one, and let's move forward and spiral up. Man, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, be aware, be alert. You know, if you can, be kind to someone. You know, be kind, have some compassion, have some empathy. It goes a long way. All right, well, I will catch you guys on the next one, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. All right.